Before we begin, if you enjoy these sleep stories, a like and subscribe helps this channel grow. I'm curious, where are you listening from, and what time is it there? Leave a comment below. Now, let's begin. The morning light filters through floor-to-ceiling windows, casting geometric patterns across the cool marble floor of your penthouse. It's a gentle, golden glow, the first touch of the sun, reaching high above the city. You stir within the silken sheets, feeling their smooth coolness against your skin. The air is still, carrying only the faintest, almost imperceptible hum of the awakening metropolis far below. You take a slow, deep breath, noticing the subtle scent of lavender and cedarwood from the essential oil diffuser on your bedside table. Your hand stretches, fingers brushing against the polished surface of a rare ebony nightstand. With a quiet grace, you push back the duvet, its cashmere weight settling softly at the foot of the bed. You rise, your bare feet finding the warmth of a hand-knotted silk rug, its intricate design a comfort underfoot. You walk towards the expansive windows, each step deliberate and unhurried. The city sprawls beneath you, a tapestry of muted grays and nascent light, still mostly asleep. You place your palms flat against the cool glass, feeling the slight vibration of the distant world. A single, high-flying gull traces an arc across the vast expanse of blue, its wings catching the nascent sunlight. You pause, simply observing the silent ballet of the morning. Turning from the window, you move towards the open-concept kitchen, where minimalist design meets ultimate functionality. The rich aroma of freshly ground coffee, pre-programmed from the night before, now fills the air. You select a delicate, handcrafted ceramic mug, its smooth surface cool in your hands, and pour the dark, rich liquid. Steam rises in a slender column, carrying the invigorating scent directly to you. You settle into a deep, upholstered armchair beside a low, polished stone table. The coffee cup warms your palms as you take a careful sip, the complex notes unfolding slowly. The quiet luxury of the moment surrounds you, a cocoon of comfort and stillness. The golden light continues its slow journey across the room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air, each one a tiny sparkling detail in the vast, peaceful morning. Your thoughts, like the dust, simply drift. Having savored the last lingering warmth of your coffee, you rise from the deep armchair, the subtle scent of its cedarwood still clinging to the quiet air. Your bare feet find the cool marble floor again, each step light and unhurried as you move towards the expansive glass doors. With a barely audible glide, one panel slides open, revealing your private terrace bathed in the brighter yet still gentle morning sun. A soft, fresh breeze immediately greets you, carrying the clean scent of dew mixed with the faint fragrance of blossoming jasmine from a nearby planter. On the sprawling terrace, a small, elegant table is already prepared. It's impeccably set with a crisp, cream-colored linen cloth, delicate porcelain, and gleaming silver cutlery, catching the soft light. The distant hum of the city, previously muted, now mingles with the chirping of a few resilient birds, a peaceful background chorus. You glide into a cushioned wicker chair, its woven texture cool and smooth beneath your fingertips. A heavy, silver-domed cloche rests at the center of your plate. With a soft, almost imperceptible generous, you lift the cover, revealing a perfectly prepared gourmet breakfast. A golden fluffy omelet, delicately folded, lies beside a scatter of vibrant, glistening berries, and a single slice of artisanal sourdough toast, lightly toasted and brushed with a hint of local olive oil. The rich aroma of eggs and warm bread rises, comforting and inviting. You take a moment, simply observing the artistry of the presentation, appreciating each color and texture. With a delicate silver fork, you gently pierce the omelet, bringing a small piece to your lips. The flavors are subtle yet profound. Creamy, savory, a quiet symphony on your palate. You follow with a sweet, ripe raspberry, feeling its delicate skin give way. The sun warms your face, a pleasant, soothing sensation. You lean back, allowing the gentle sounds of the awakening world, and the warmth of the morning to settle around you, feeling perfectly at ease. The last berry has been savored, and the gentle warmth of the morning sun still lingers on your skin as you push back from the elegant terrace table. With a contented sigh, you re-enter the quiet cool of your penthouse. The subtle shift in air temperature, a welcome change. The light, though still bright, now takes on a more diffused quality within the interiors, softening the edges of the marble and polished wood. You move gracefully from the breakfast area, following a wide, hushed corridor lined with understated sconces towards a specific alcove. A barely perceptible muted light filters from ahead. As you approach, a tall, pivot door, crafted from dark, lacquered wood, silently swings inward at your touch. Beyond it lies your private art gallery, a sanctuary of stillness and curated beauty, where the outside world feels incredibly distant. The air here is cool and dry, subtly conditioned to preserve the precious works, carrying a faint, refined scent of linen and aged paper. Your footsteps make no sound on the specially designed acoustic flooring as you step into the calm space. Soft, directional lighting illuminates each piece with deliberate precision, creating pockets of serene brilliance against the subdued walls. You gravitate towards a large, abstract canvas, its rich, deep blues and greens swirling together, inviting quiet contemplation. You stand before it, tracing the imagined texture of the brushstrokes with your gaze, noticing how a hidden speck of gold pigment catches the light. Moving further into the gallery, your attention is drawn to a delicate bronze sculpture, perfectly poised on a pedestal of veined onyx. The cool, metallic sheen of the metal gleams softly under the spotlight, revealing the intricate details of its elegant, elongated form. You circle it slowly, your breath soft and even, observing the play of light and shadow across its surface, the way its contours shift with each step you take. The only sound is the almost imperceptible hum of the climate control, a distant, steady breath. You pause then, allowing the quiet power of the art to simply surround you. Each piece holds its own silent conversation, a story woven into color, form, and material. The hushed atmosphere deepens the sense of peace, making the moment feel suspended. The world beyond this tranquil space seems to fade, leaving only the calm presence of beauty. You continue your gentle progress through the hushed gallery, your gaze eventually settling on a distinct, veiled form, positioned thoughtfully in a quiet alcove. The cool, perfectly still air of the space remains undisturbed, creating a sense of profound calm around each displayed masterpiece. The soft, directional lighting subtly highlights the fine linen cover draped over the potential new acquisition, hinting at its contours without revealing its full presence. You approach slowly, your soft footsteps absorbed by the silent flooring. Reaching the covered piece, your fingers delicately find the edge of the protective linen. With a soft, almost imperceptible rustle, you slowly lift the fabric, revealing a vibrant, intricately woven textile. It's an ancient tapestry, perhaps from a distant land, its muted yet rich colors telling stories and threads of deep indigo, earthy ochre, and soft, faded rose. The gentle movement of the cloth creates a whisper in the stillness. You stand before it, absorbing the intricate details of its craftsmanship. Your eyes trace the delicate patterns, feeling the history embedded in each hand-dyed fiber. The slight, dry scent of antique wool and subtle dyes reaches you, grounding you in the moment. You imagine the hands that meticulously labored over its creation generations ago, a quiet connection across time. The subtle interplay of light on its uneven surface gives the tapestry a living, breathing quality, as if it holds secrets within its woven depths. You allow your gaze to drift from the tapestry to the surrounding walls, mentally envisioning its perfect placement within your curated collection. You consider the way its textures and colors would complement the smooth bronze sculpture or the bold strokes of the abstract painting you admired moments ago. The quiet challenge of finding its harmonious home adds a gentle layer of engagement to the stillness of the gallery. You take another slow, deep breath, the refined air filling your lungs. The tapestry waits patiently, a silent testament to enduring artistry. You lower the protective linen cover once more, allowing its forms to soften and recede into shadow, ready for its thoughtful integration. The gallery hums with its silent, cool peace, a repository of beauty ready for reflection. Leaving the cool, hushed sanctuary of the art gallery behind, you find yourself bathed once more in the gentle warmth of the morning sun. The air is now expansive, carrying the fresh, earthy scent of green growth as you step onto a winding path of crushed gravel, leading into your private vineyard. Overhead, the sky is a vast, clear blue, a stark contrast to the curated interior you just left, yet equally serene. Each step along the path creates a soft, satisfying crunch beneath your Italian leather loafers, a rhythmic sound that settles your mind. The rows of grapevines stretch out before you, perfectly aligned and meticulously tended, their vibrant green leaves shimmering subtly in the soft breeze. Sunlight filters through the canopy of leaves, dappling the rich, dark soil with shifting patterns of light and shadow. A distant, almost imperceptible hum of bees working among the blossoms adds to the tranquil symphony of the vineyard. You reach out a hand, your fingers gently brushing against the velvety surface of a broad, dewy vine leaf. Its coolness is a refreshing contrast to the growing warmth of the sun on your skin. You pause, leaning slightly to observe a cluster of nascent grapes, still small and hard, a promise of the rich harvest to come. Their pale green spheres are tightly packed, each one flawless, holding the potential of future vintages within their tiny forms. A faint, sweet fragrance, a blend of grape flowers and damp earth, drifts through the air, subtle and grounding. You walk deeper into the vineyard, allowing your gaze to wander across the undulating landscape, observing the gentle slopes and the way the rows perfectly follow the contours of the land. The quiet dedication of nature and cultivation feels palpable here, a testament to time and care. The soft, continuous rustle of the leaves above you creates a natural, soothing whisper, inviting a deep sense of calm. You continue your leisurely stroll, no particular destination in mind, simply absorbing the expansive peace. The sun climbs higher, its warmth deepening, but a gentle breeze keeps the air fresh and comfortable. Each vine stands as a silent sentinel, connecting the earth to the sky. You feel yourself settling into the rhythm of the vineyard, a quiet world unfolding around you, unhurried and perfect in its natural design. Leaving the sun-drenched rows of your vineyard behind, you follow a narrow, winding path that descends gently towards an ancient stone edifice. The vibrant warmth of the morning gradually gives way to a pleasant, earthy coolness as you approach. A heavy, intricately carved wooden door, bound with dark iron, presents itself. With a soft thud and a gentle creak of ancient hinges, you push it open, stepping into the hushed, cool depths of your personal wine cellar. The air here is thick and still, carrying a profound aroma of damp earth, seasoned oak, and the subtle, intoxicating sweetness of fermenting grapes. It's significantly cooler than the outside, a refreshing embrace after your stroll. Dim, strategically placed sconces cast soft, golden pools of light onto rows of bottles stretching into the gentle shadows, their forms cloaked in a fine, undisturbed layer of cellar dust. Your footsteps, now on a packed earthen floor, are soft, almost reverent. You wander slowly between the tall, dark oak racks, each one meticulously crafted to cradle its precious contents. Your gaze drifts over the labels, some faded with age, others crisp and new, each a silent promise of a story captured in time. Your fingertips lightly brush against the cool, glass shoulders of a bottle, feeling the subtle texture of the label, the faint chill emanating from within. The silence here is profound, broken only by the almost imperceptible drip of condensation from a distant, unseen stone wall. Your attention is drawn to a particular section, where bottles lie cradled in individual alcoves, designated for the rarest vintages. You carefully select a bottle, its glass dark and heavy in your hands, the subtle sediment visible through its aged exterior. You turn it gently, observing the hand-scribed label, the year a whisper from a bygone era. The coolness of the glass penetrates your palm, a grounding sensation. The promise of the history held within this single bottle is palpable. You hold the bottle for a moment longer, allowing the weight and the quiet anticipation to settle over you. The cellar surrounds you with its ancient peace, a timeless vault where patience is rewarded. The world outside, with its sunlight and gentle breezes, feels far away, replaced by this quiet, subterranean calm. Emerging from the cool, subterranean quiet of the wine cellar, you ascend a short, elegant staircase, the earthy scent of ancient vintages gradually giving way to a lighter, cleaner aroma. The air feels brighter, less dense, as you push open a discreet, paneled door. You step into your private atelier, a space imbued with a different kind of hushed reverence, where creativity and meticulous craftsmanship reside. Soft, diffused natural light filters through tall, sheer-draped windows, illuminating the expansive room with a gentle, even glow. Rolls of exquisite fabrics, in muted tones of cashmere, silk, and fine wool, stand artfully arranged on bespoke shelving along one wall. The air carries a subtle, clean scent of starch and new fabric, a faint whisper of thread and careful pressing. Your footsteps are absorbed by the thick, plush carpet underfoot, creating a profound sense of stillness. A figure, elegantly poised and moving with quiet precision, approaches you. It is your maître tailleur, their hands already holding a soft measuring tape and a small velvet cushion filled with polished pins. Their presence is a calm, unobtrusive one, a dedicated guardian of perfection. With a gentle, almost imperceptible rustle, they unveil the garment prepared for you, a finely tailored jacket of dove-gray cashmere, its surface impossibly soft to the touch. You extend your arms as the jacket is carefully slipped over your shoulders. The luxurious cashmere feels feather-light, yet substantial, settling onto your form with a smooth, silent grace. You feel the cool brush of the lining against your skin, a whisper of silk. The tailor moves around you, their movements fluid and economical. You feel the lightest touch of their fingertips as they smooth a seam, a faint click as a pin is precisely placed to refine the drape of the fabric. You stand before the tall antique mirror, observing your reflection in the soft light. The cashmere falls perfectly, an extension of your silhouette, its texture absorbing and reflecting the diffused light with an understated elegance. The subtle adjustments are made with quiet expertise, each tiny shift enhancing the garment's flawless fit. The room remains a haven of tranquil focus, where every detail is given gentle, unhurried attention. The quiet assurance of quality surrounds you. The maître tailleur completes the final, subtle adjustment to your cashmere jacket, a light touch on your shoulder confirming its impeccable fit. With a soft, respectful gesture, they indicate a discreet archway leading to an adjacent, equally serene space within the atelier. You shed the jacket, feeling the slight release of its comforting weight, the fine cashmere whispering as it's folded carefully onto a padded hanger, and step through the opening. Here, the light is perhaps a touch softer, more intimately focused, falling gently upon a singular workbench where a master artisan is deeply absorbed in their craft, creating a custom piece. The air in this specialized section carries a delicate, rich blend of scents. The faint, warm tang of fine, vegetable-tanned leather, the subtle sweetness of beeswax polish, and the clean, aged aroma of the polished oak of the workbench itself. Before you, seated on a high, ergonomic stool, is an artisan whose concentration is absolute, their head bowed slightly over a complex, unfolding piece of work. They are meticulously hand-stitching an intricate design onto what appears to be a soft, supple piece of deep navy suede, clearly destined to become a unique custom travel case or a bespoke accessory. The silence here is profound and unbroken, save for the almost imperceptible whisper of their hands at work, a testament to deep focus. You approach the solid oak workbench with careful, soundless steps, your soft shoes absorbed by the thick carpet, taking a moment to quietly observe the array of specialized tools neatly arranged across a small, felt-lined tray. There are slender awls, small, gleaming knives with polished wooden handles, and spools of waxed linen thread in a spectrum of complementary shades, each tool meticulously cleaned and returned to its precise place after use. The artisan's hands, weathered by years of dedication, move with practiced grace and precision, their fingers agile and strong as they guide a slender needle through the dense, velvety material. You hear the soft, satisfying prick as the needle penetrates the suede, followed by the gentle pull of the thread, a delicate, rhythmic sound, almost like a quiet breath. Your gaze falls upon the intricate, geometric pattern, slowly emerging under their expert touch. Each stitch is incredibly tiny, perfectly uniform, and flawlessly aligned, creating a subtle, raised, almost topographical texture on the smooth suede surface. The artisan pauses then, taking a small, almost imperceptible breath, their eyes briefly flickering across the emerging design to ensure its absolute symmetry. With a quiet, precise motion, they select a new, slightly darker shade of linen thread from a nearby silk-lined box, its color promising to add depth to the unfolding pattern. The quiet dedication to such minute perfection is palpable, a living testament to generations of refined skill and unwavering patience. The artisan continues their measured, deliberate work, completely immersed in the delicate dance of needle and thread. their focus unwavering. The bespoke piece grows steadily, silently, each added stitch building upon the last, a tangible testament to the enduring beauty of traditional craftsmanship. The soft, focused light from above illuminates the almost invisible dust motes, dancing lazily in the still air around their diligent hands, making the quiet moment feel both ephemeral and deeply timeless. You simply observe, allowing the calm, unhurried rhythm of creation to settle around you, feeling the profound peace of skilled hands bringing beauty into being. The soft hush of the atelier and the subtle scent of fine leather recede, replaced now by the distinct, clean tang of salt and a gentle, expansive warmth. You step onto a sun-drenched stone pathway, arriving at your secluded beachfront villa. Above, the sky stretches in an uninterrupted expanse of cerulean blue, a vast canvas over the quiet whisper of the distant ocean. The pathway, paved with smooth, sun-warmed stones, leads you towards an imposing yet inviting entrance archway, draped with flowering bougainvillea in shades of fuchsia and crimson. A sweet, earthy perfume from the blossoms mingles delicately with the fresh marine air. As you pass beneath the arch, the sunlight momentarily deepens, casting soft, intricate shadows from the leaves onto the cool, whitewashed walls. Your footsteps make a hushed sound on the polished terracotta tiles within the shaded courtyard, a gentle counterpoint to the growing, rhythmic sound of the waves. You move through an open-air living space, where the cool, smooth texture of linen sofas invites repose. Your gaze is immediately drawn to the expansive view beyond. Tall, arching windows, left open to the elements, frame the brilliant blue of the sea, inviting the outside in. A sheer, white curtain, barely perceptible, billows softly inward, caressing your arm as you pass, its fine fabric cool against your skin. The air inside the villa is fresh and circulating, carrying the consistent, soothing murmur of the ocean. You step directly onto a wide, sun-drenched terrace, feeling the full, gentle embrace of the sea breeze against your face and hair. It's a constant, refreshing presence, carrying with it the unmistakable, clean scent of salt and distant cypress trees. The smooth, cool stone railing of the terrace invites your hand, its surface still retaining some of the morning's chill. Below you, the waves arrive in an unbroken succession, their sound a soft, hypnotic shua as they spread across the golden sand. You allow your eyes to drift across the vast, shimmering expanse of the sea, noting the myriad shades of blue that blend seamlessly into the horizon. A lone sailboat, a tiny white triangle, glides effortlessly in the distance, a silent, graceful presence. The rhythmic pulse of the ocean feels deeply calming, settling your very being. You breathe deeply, fully, inhaling the pure, untamed essence of the coast, feeling a profound sense of peace wash over you as the distant waves continue their endless, lulling approach. The soft, rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a constant and comforting presence, beckons you further from the villa's sun-drenched terrace. You follow a winding path of smooth, sun-warmed flagstones, bordered by fragrant, low-growing herbs that release a faint, herbaceous scent with each gentle brush of the sea breeze. The bright light of late morning filters through the dappled canopy of ancient olive trees, creating shifting patterns of light and shade on the path before you, a serene transition towards deeper calm. The path soon opens onto a private ocean view pavilion, an open-sided structure crafted from pale, weathered wood and shaded by a ceiling of tightly woven, natural fibers. The air here feels even more expansive, imbued with the pure, clean essence of salt and the subtle, earthy notes of aged wood. The only sounds are the steady, profound whisper of the wind, moving through the pavilion's open spaces, and the ceaseless, lulling surge and retreat of the waves below. You glide onto the elongated chaise lounge, its supple, marine-grade canvas cool against your bare arms as you settle into its plush cushions. The subtle give of the material cradles your form, inviting a complete release of tension. From this perfectly positioned vantage point, the vast, undulating surface of the ocean fills your sight, a shifting tapestry of cerulean and jade, stretching endlessly towards the hazy, distant horizon. The warmth of the sun is tempered here by the steady, refreshing breath of the sea breeze, a soft caress on your skin. Each incoming wave appears as a gentle, swelling line on the distant water, growing steadily larger with an imperceptible increase in height, its crest building silently, before finally dissolving into a shimmering, frothy curve against the golden sand below. You watch the precise moment the water recedes, leaving behind a transient, glistening sheen on the wet sand, before the next wave begins its unhurried, inevitable journey. The sound of the breaking waves is a soft, continuous swoosh, a deeply hypnotic rhythm that resonates deep within you, matching the gentle pace of your own breath. You lie perfectly still, allowing your gaze to soften, tracing the endless dance of light on the water's surface. The distant horizon remains an unwavering line, a boundary between the vast sky and the boundless sea, yet it feels infinitely accessible. The subtle scent of salt on the air is invigorating, yet deeply soothing, a primal connection to the ancient, enduring power of the ocean. You feel completely enveloped by the tranquil beauty, a quiet surrender to the persistent, calming cadence of the waves. Your breathing slows, becoming one with the rhythm of the tide. The lulling rhythm of the waves, so recently a dominant presence, now gently recedes as you depart the Ocean View Pavilion. The warm afternoon sun begins its slow descent, painting the sky with softer hues. You follow a discreet, shaded pathway that leads inland, away from the immediate coastline, towards a secluded building nestled amidst lush, fragrant gardens. The air here, though still carrying a faint whisper of salt, is richer with the sweet, calming sense of blooming jasmine and damp earth. You step into the exclusive spa suite, where the air is immediately cooler and imbued with a delicate, profound fragrance of lavender and sandalwood. The light is dim, intentionally so, softened by sheer drapes over tall windows, creating a sanctuary of hushed tranquility. A sense of deep calm washes over you as a serene figure, moving with quiet grace, greets you with a soft, respectful inclination of their head. Their presence is gentle, their touch reassuringly light as they gesture towards a plush, generously padded massage table draped in cool, crisp linen. You recline slowly onto the table, feeling the soft surrender of your body into the comfortable cushioning. The crisp sheets feel cool against your skin initially, then begin to absorb your warmth, becoming a comforting embrace. A quiet, melodic chime, soft and resonant, signals the true beginning of your session. You close your eyes, allowing the subtle, earthy tones of muted spa music to fill the background, a gentle hum beneath the focused stillness of the room. Warm, smooth hands then gently rest upon your back, a preliminary, comforting pressure. You feel the slow, deliberate trickle of warmed essential oil, a luxurious blend infused with calming botanicals applied along your spine. The oil spreads with a fluid, even motion, its silken texture gliding across your skin, carrying its exquisite, deeply soothing fragrance. The therapist's touch is firm yet remarkably gentle, their movements precise and unhurried as they begin the first, long strokes, releasing a deep sigh of relaxation from within you. Each long, sweeping stroke of their hands works away any lingering tension, a silent, graceful dance across your muscles. The delicate scent of lavender and sandalwood rises with each movement, a fragrant cloud that deepens your sense of peace. You feel your breathing slow, becoming deep and even, perfectly synchronized with the rhythmic, hypnotic pressure. The outside world completely dissolves, leaving only the sensation of warm oil, gentle touch, and the profound, fragrant calm. You simply drift, weightless and utterly serene, as the massage continues its unhurried, peaceful work, guiding you further into a state of blissful release. The lingering warmth of the aromatherapy oil and the profound calm of the massage gently guide you from the treatment room. You slowly rise, feeling utterly weightless, and reach for an incredibly soft towel, its pristine white terry cloth, a luxurious cloud against your eased skin. Wrapping it around you, a subtle, inviting warmth emanates from an adjoining alcove, drawing you deeper into the spa's serene embrace. Here, the air grows noticeably humid and delicately scented with pure water. The faint, sweet perfume of botanicals from your massage mingles with this fresh, mineral note, creating a deeply calming atmosphere that promises further release. As you step through a wide, elegantly arched doorway, the soft, diffused light of the hydrotherapy chamber washes over you. The entire space is enveloped in a gentle, pervasive mist, thick enough to blur the edges of pale stone walls and gracefully curved, heated loungers, transforming the room into a peaceful, ethereal haze. The air is exquisitely warm and humid, clinging lightly to your skin like a soft, comforting blanket, carrying that clean, almost mineral scent of purified water. Before you, a shimmering expanse of turquoise water, still in its deeper central sections, quietly pulses with soft, rhythmic bursts of bubbles from concealed jets along its perimeter. You approach the sculpted edge of the pool, your bare feet finding the smooth, cool-to-the-touch mosaic tiles that line its perimeter, each tiny tile a subtle texture underfoot. With a slow, unhurried movement, you carefully descend the shallow, submerged steps into the inviting warmth of the water. It embraces you instantly, a pervasive, liquid comfort that gently lifts and eases every muscle, completing the work of the earlier massage. The temperature is perfectly calibrated, a seamless extension of your own body's warmth, balanced for ultimate relaxation. Small, consistent currents of air-infused water then begin their delicate, dancing work, rising softly around your legs, then your waist, then gently up your back, 1,000 tiny caressing bubbles, each a whisper of release against your skin. You settle back against the contoured edge of the pool, feeling the subtle yet firm pressure of the strategically placed jets working their targeted magic on your shoulders and lower back, melting away any last vestiges of lingering tension. The sound of the bubbling water is incredibly soft, a continuous, soothing murmur that blends harmoniously with the distant, muted spa music, creating a profound acoustic cocoon. Through the ethereal veil of soft, rising steam, the ambient lighting above appears as diffuse, glowing orbs, casting a gentle, shimmering luminescence onto the water's surface, reflecting tiny, dancing points of light. Your eyes, if open, perceive only a dreamlike landscape of soft blurs and ethereal light, inviting your gaze to simply soften and unfocus, letting everything become an indistinct, comforting wash of color and form. You close your eyes again, feeling the subtle, unhurried rise and fall of your chest with each tranquil breath, perfectly attuned to the gentle, rhythmic bubbling all around you. The water holds you in a weightless embrace, a profound sense of buoyancy, and the soft steam continues to warm your face, a delicate, moist caress. The world outside dissolves, leaving only this quiet, sensory symphony, a profound and undeniable peace that deeply settles your entire being, inviting you to simply be, and to drift further into this exquisite, serene calm. The lingering warmth and the profound serenity of the hydrotherapy pool gently recede, leaving your skin feeling exquisitely relaxed, your entire being imbued with a deep, liquid tranquility. You slowly emerge from the soft steam, reaching for a thick, incredibly soft terry cloth robe, its pure, white fibers a luxurious comfort against your eased skin. The subtle, clean scent of mineral water and botanicals still clings faintly as you drift through a quiet, softly lit corridor, leaving the humid spa embrace behind. The late afternoon sun, now gracefully descending, filters through a tall, arched window you pass, casting long, soft shadows and painting the walls with hues of deep amber and molten gold. You pause before a magnificent solid oak door, its surface polished to a deep, lustrous sheen that reflects the ambient light like dark water. With a gentle, almost soundless push, it swings inward, revealing your opulent home library, a private sanctuary dedicated to quiet wisdom and profound, timeless comfort. A rich, enveloping wave of familiar aromas immediately greets you upon crossing the threshold. The distinct, comforting scent of aged paper, of supple, fine leather bindings, and the warm, subtly sweet perfume of polished dark wood. The air here feels incredibly still and settled, carrying a different kind of quiet than the spa, a contemplative hush that invites introspection. You step onto the plush, deep pile of an antique Persian rug, its intricate, hand-knotted patterns in muted jewel tones, cushioning each soft sound of your steps, absorbing them completely. Sunlight, now softer and more elongated, slants through tall, elegant leaded glass windows, illuminating countless golden dust motes, dancing lazily in the still air, creating shimmering, ethereal pathways towards the towering shelves. These magnificent shelves, meticulously crafted from dark burnished walnut, stretch from the polished herringbone floor to the intricately coffered ceiling, laden with countless volumes in a myriad of sizes, colors, and textures, each spine a silent promise of a world held within its pages, a story waiting to unfold. Your gaze drifts slowly across the vast collection of titles, a silent, unhurried communion with centuries of accumulated thought, knowledge, and boundless imagination. You move with a serene purpose towards a deep, generously proportioned Chesterfield armchair, upholstered in soft, almost velvety dark green leather, its inviting presence clearly promising hours of undisturbed quietude. With a soft, contented sigh, you slowly sink into its deep embrace, the supple leather creaking faintly, almost imperceptibly, under your weight, molding perfectly to the contours of your relaxed form, a welcoming embrace. The faint, warm scent of the aged leather, rich and grounding, rises gently around you, mingling harmoniously with the pervasive, comforting aroma of the innumerable books. You don't immediately reach for a volume, choosing instead to simply rest, allowing your hands to settle, weightless, upon the smooth, cool, polished armrests. The room is a symphony of muted colors and rich textures, a quiet haven for profound reflection and uninterrupted peace. The soft, late afternoon light continues its imperceptible fade, deepening shadows in the far corners, enhancing the library's intimate, tranquil atmosphere. The weighty silence is broken only by the almost imperceptible, gentle tick-tock of an antique grandfather clock from a distant hall, a subtle, rhythmic reminder of slow, unhurried time. You simply breathe, deeply and evenly, letting the profound stillness of the room completely wash over you, a gentle wave of calm. The deep, comfortable embrace of the Chesterfield armchair continues to hold you as the late afternoon light within the library gently softens, deepening the shadows across the high, coffered ceiling. The rich, grounding scent of old books and polished wood still fills the tranquil air, a constant and comforting presence. You shift almost imperceptibly, your fingers lightly tracing the worn, smooth leather of the armrest. A subtle, quiet desire for focused warmth and illumination arises as the natural light begins its inevitable fade, promising the quiet intimacy of early evening. With unhurried grace, you reach towards the small, ornate table beside you, where a tall, elegant reading lamp stands poised. Your fingertips find the delicate brass switch, and with a soft, satisfying click, a warm, amber glow instantly blooms, casting a perfect, focused circle of light onto the polished surface of the dark walnut. The lamp's light is not harsh, but inviting, a beacon that gently draws your gaze to the closest shelf. You lean forward slightly, a sense of gentle anticipation settling over you, as you consider the array of aged spines, each a quiet invitation. Your hand glides across the rows of leather-bound volumes, feeling the unique texture of each spine, the subtle differences in the tooling and the aged leather. You pause, your fingers settling on a particular volume, its binding especially ancient, soft, and warm to the touch. With utmost care, you draw the rare manuscript from its resting place, feeling its unexpected weight and delicate balance in your hands. It feels like holding a piece of history, fragile yet resilient, connecting you to generations past. You settle the manuscript gently onto the dark, polished wood of the table, directly within the lamp's soft, inviting glow. The worn leather cover, darkened by centuries of handling, opens with a faint, dry whisper, a sound barely audible in the profound stillness. The pages within are crafted from delicate vellum, subtly uneven and cream-colored, each one a testament to meticulous handcraft. Your eyes trace the exquisite hand-penned script, the rich faded ink forming elegant curves and precise lines across the page, occasionally embellished with delicate, hand-drawn illuminations in muted, jewel-toned pigments. You note the subtle impressions left by the scribe's stylus, almost imperceptible to the eye, but felt as a profound connection across time. With immense care, your fingertips, light as air, delicately lift the corner of the first vellum page. It resists for a fraction of a second, then yields with a soft, almost ethereal whisper crackle, settling flat with a profound stillness that allows the story to unfold. The faint, sweet scent of aged paper, of parchment, and the subtle metallic tang of ancient ink rises delicately from between the turning leaves. You allow your gaze to drift across the new page, absorbing the quiet beauty of the illuminated text each detail a silent story, patiently waiting for your contemplation. The soft lamplight illuminates every minute imperfection, every intentional stroke of the artist's hand. The world outside the warm circle of light recedes further, leaving only the tranquil presence of the ancient words. Everything here is quiet, patient, and deeply calm, holding you in its gentle embrace. You simply breathe, letting the stillness settle into your core, feeling the gentle weight of history in your hands. You gently close the ancient manuscript, the delicate vellum pages whispering their secrets one last time, as the soft lamplight continues to bathe your hands. A subtle, unfamiliar aroma, light and enticing, begins to drift from beyond the library doors, a gentle invitation. You slowly rise from the deep embrace of the Chesterfield, feeling the quiet stir of a refined hunger. Following the delicate scent, you traverse the cool, polished marble of the hallway, each step hushed and deliberate. The ambient light outside the library has softened further, shifting towards the deep blues and purples of dusk through the tall, sheer-draped windows. As you approach the entrance to the gourmet kitchen, the air grows warmer, and the subtle culinary fragrances become more distinct, hinting at fresh herbs and delicate preparations. Within the vast, open-plan kitchen, a single figure moves with graceful efficiency. Your private chef, their white jacket pristine, their movements fluid and focused, stands before a pristine island of polished granite. They are immersed in their craft, a silent maestro of flavors, their presence one of deep, unhurried concentration. The only sounds are the quiet, rhythmic tap-tap-tap of a knife against a wooden board, and the almost imperceptible swoosh of ingredients being gently arranged. On the cool, expansive surface of the granite, an array of vibrant, perfectly fresh ingredients lies meticulously prepared. Slender asparagus spears, glistening with dew, tiny, jewel-toned heirloom tomatoes, and delicate slivers of what appears to be a rare, flaky white fish. The chef's hands are a study in precision, delicately slicing a fragrant herb with a gleaming, impossibly sharp blade, each cut producing a faint, satisfying whisper. A subtle, warm aroma of gently sautéing garlic and olive oil then drifts from a pan on the distant, induction stovetop, a rich, inviting scent that deepens the growing sense of anticipation. You notice the precise angle of their wrist, the subtle flick of a finger, as they gather the finely chopped herbs. The air around them is clean, fresh, and filled with the promise of culinary artistry. You remain still, a quiet observer to this intricate, culinary ballet. The chef works without rush or fanfare, each action a testament to their mastery, each delicate component slowly finding its place. The kitchen, with its gentle sounds and enticing aromas, becomes a space of calm, focused creation. Everything is in its proper place, moving with a quiet harmony. The subtle, enticing aromas of the chef's delicate creations slowly fade from the brightly lit kitchen, replaced by a softer, more fragrant invitation. As the last precise garnish is placed on a pristine plate, you turn from the culinary artistry, feeling a quiet shift in the air, a sense of winding down as the light outside deepens to the soft, muted blues of twilight. You follow a short, hushed corridor, its cool, polished marble floor feeling familiar beneath your bare feet, towards a different, more intimate sanctuary. The heavy, sound-dampening door to your elegant salon swings inward with a soft, almost imperceptible whisper. A wave of profound stillness greets you, infused with the subtle, warm, and inviting scent of a freshly brewed herbal infusion, mingling delicately with the faint, lingering fragrance of aged rosewood and soft, rich velvet. The light in this spacious room is dim, intentionally so, cast by strategically placed, low-glow lamps, their amber radiance highlighting the rich textures of the furnishings and creating pockets of deep, comforting shadow. The distant hum of the city, which was once a low murmur, is now almost entirely absent, leaving only the profound silence of early evening. You gravitate towards a deep, plush velvet armchair, its inviting cushions promising exquisite comfort. With a soft, sighing rustle of fabric, you slowly sink into its generous embrace, feeling the smooth, cool velvet yield and conform perfectly to your eased form. A small, round, antique table of highly polished rosewood sits gracefully beside you, upon which a delicate porcelain teacup, incredibly thin and translucent, already waits. A wisp of fragrant steam rises lazily from its rim, carrying the calming scent of chamomile and a hint of fresh spearmint. The subtle sound of the cup gently settling onto its accompanying saucer is almost lost in the quiet air. Your hands reach for the warmed cup, your fingertips tracing the smooth, delicate curve of the porcelain, feeling its comforting heat. The warmth radiates steadily into your palms, a grounding sensation that encourages your shoulders to further relax. You bring the cup slowly to your lips, inhaling the deeply soothing steam, allowing the herbal aroma to fill your senses, cleansing away any lingering thoughts of the day. The first sip is light, incredibly smooth, and perfectly warm, a gentle liquid comfort that slowly spreads a soothing heat through your throat and chest. The delicate, earthy sweetness of the chamomile is subtly balanced by the refreshing, clean whisper of spearmint, a quiet and harmonious blend on your palate. You close your eyes, holding the cup cradled in both hands, allowing the delicate warmth and the subtle, calming flavors to simply settle within you. The room embraces you in its velvet soft stillness, a haven of profound peace. The delicate scent of the infusion continues to rise, a gentle, fragrant lullaby. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the quiet evening. You feel a profound and undeniable sense of deep, liquid calm washing over you, dissolving any edges of lingering awareness, gently drawing you further into a state of exquisite, weightless tranquility. The last, lingering warmth of the herbal infusion is settled, leaving you in a state of exquisite, liquid calm within the elegant salon. As twilight deepens outside, painting the sky with softer, more introspective hues, you gently set down the delicate porcelain cup, its warmth now a faint memory. A subtle shift in the air beckons, a promise of cooler, fresher evening air. You slowly rise from the velvet armchair, feeling utterly weightless, and quietly step from the salon, leaving its rich, comforting quietude behind. The polished marble of the hallway, a familiar touch, feels cool beneath your feet as you move towards a different, open space, drawn by a desire for verdant stillness. You pass through a wide, arching doorway that leads directly into your meticulously kept Japanese garden. The air here is immediately cooler, fresher, imbued with a profound, earthy scent of damp moss, the subtle resin of ancient pines, and the clean, mineral aroma of flowing water. The dimming evening light, filtered through the delicate branches of carefully pruned trees, casts long, intricate shadows across the finely raked gravel pathways and the smooth, dark surfaces of thoughtfully placed stones, transforming the garden into a living tapestry of shadow and soft light. The distant hum of the world seems to completely dissipate, replaced by the gentle, consistent drip, drip, drip of water from a bamboo spout into a stone basin. You step onto the perfectly raked gravel path, your soft shoes creating a quiet, almost ceremonial calms with each unhurried step. The tiny, rounded stones shift subtly underfoot, a gentle, grounding sensation. You follow the path as it curves around a perfectly sculpted mound of deep green moss, its velvety texture looking impossibly soft in the deepening light. You pause, leaning slightly, to observe a solitary, ancient pine, its gnarled branches artfully shaped by decades of patient care, each needle a vibrant, dark green, catching the last remnants of the day's light. The stillness here is not merely an absence of noise, but a profound presence of peace. A delicate, unseen breeze then stirs, causing the fine leaves of a nearby maple to rustle with an incredibly soft, almost inaudible whisper. You notice the intricate circular patterns raked into the white gravel, each ripple a meditation, created with immense precision. Your gaze drifts towards a small, still pond, its surface like dark, polished glass, reflecting the deepening indigo of the sky. Tiny, perfectly round water lilies float serenely, their petals closed, awaiting dawn. The occasional, soft plop of a water droplet from a nearby stone lantern breaks the silence, a gentle, resonant sound that echoes briefly before dissolving into the pervasive calm. You continue your slow, deliberate walk, allowing your breath to settle into the tranquil rhythm of the garden. Each element, from the largest stone to the smallest moss fragment, is placed with intention, creating a harmonious balance that invites a profound sense of peace. The air cools further, bringing with it the crisp, clean scent of the approaching night. The moon, a pale sliver, begins its slow ascent, casting a faint, silver sheen onto the polished stones. You feel yourself enveloped by the garden's quiet order, its ancient, unhurried wisdom seeping into your very core, inviting a gentle, profound stillness that extends beyond the physical into the quiet reaches of your mind. The profound, quiet order of the Japanese garden, with its earthy scent and the distant drip, drip, drip of the bamboo spout, gently recedes behind you. As the last sliver of twilight paints the sky in shades of deep indigo, you move along a discreet, stone-flagged path that curves subtly away from the open air. The air begins to feel warmer, and a distinct, humid richness, layered with faint, sweet floral notes, gradually envelops you. You approach a shimmering expanse of glass, intricately framed in dark, slender iron, a gentle boundary between the cool evening and a vibrant, contained world. As a soft, almost imperceptible whoosh, a wide glass door glides silently open at your touch, ushering you into your private botanical conservatory. The air inside is immediately a pervasive, humid warmth, feeling like a soft, moist embrace against your skin, a comforting contrast to the cooler evening outside. It is richly scented with the exotic, delicate perfume of countless blossoms and the clean, mineral aroma of damp earth. The dimming light from outside filters through the vast panes of glass, softened and diffused, casting a gentle, ethereal glow upon the verdant interior. Tiny, imperceptible sippings from distant condensation droplets occasionally echo in the hushed, moist air, a subtle, rhythmic sound. You step onto a path of dark, smooth river stones, perfectly set into the damp, soft earth, each step making a quiet, grounding sound. All around you, the conservatory is a vibrant, living tapestry of lush, exotic flora, their leaves glistening with moisture in the subdued light. Your gaze is drawn towards a carefully arranged collection of rare orchids, their delicate, intricate blossoms presenting themselves in a breathtaking array of subtle colors. Creamy whites, soft lavenders, and unexpected hints of deep burgundy, each petal a study in exquisite fragility. You lean in slightly, inhaling the specific, sweet, almost buttery fragrance of one particular bloom, its perfume a pure, unadulterated essence. Reaching for a slender, brushed silver mister, its cool, smooth metal feeling substantial in your hand, you hold it gently. As a soft, controlled hiss, a fine, almost invisible cloud of purified water mists delicately over the nearest orchid, each tiny droplet settling like a jewel on its velvety petals and glossy leaves. You observe how the water clings, reflecting the muted light in 1,000 minuscule points, enhancing the vibrant green of the foliage and the delicate translucence of the petals. The quiet trance of the mist, a soft, sustained whisper, fills the immediate space around you, a calming, rhythmic sound that deepens the conservatory's already profound tranquility. You move slowly, deliberately, between the carefully positioned plants, applying the refreshing mist with gentle, unhurried precision to each awaiting orchid, ensuring every delicate leaf and intricate bloom receives its gentle hydration. The air remains thick with the soft, sweet fragrance of the blossoms and the clean scent of pure water, a symphony of natural aromas. The subtle, rhythmic sound of the misting continues, a soft, hypnotic cadence that gently settles your thoughts and deepens your sense of calm. Each delicate flower stands as a silent testament to enduring beauty and painstaking care. You feel completely enveloped by the quiet, humid peace of this living sanctuary, as the last vestiges of daylight fade beyond the glass, leaving you in a world of soft glows and fragrant stillness. The humid, floral embrace of the botanical conservatory and the rhythmic of the mister gradually fade behind you as the night yields to a new dawn. You find yourself once again in the cool, crisp morning air, though now it carries a distinctly different, invigorating scent. The earthy sweetness of freshly cut hay, rich soil, and the unmistakable, comforting aroma of horses. The early morning light is still soft, a pale, nascent gold filtering through the dew-kissed leaves of towering oaks that line a winding, gravel path, drawing you towards a distant, elegant stone structure. Each deliberate step on the fine, crushed gravel creates a soft, consistent crunch beneath your leather-clad feet, a grounding sound in the quiet morning. As you approach, the architecture of your private stables reveals itself. A harmonious blend of aged stone and warm, dark wood, nestled seamlessly into the landscape. The subtle, rhythmic sounds of gentle snorts and soft, rustling movements within drift from the open stable doors, a living, breathing symphony that deepens the sense of peace. The air grows richer, with the intoxicating scent of clean straw, warm leather, and the unique, sweet essence of horse, a fragrance that speaks of ancient bonds and quiet strength. You step into the cool, airy interior of the stable, where beams of soft, dappled sunlight pierce through high windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the golden shafts. The floor is meticulously kept, a soft bed of fresh straw that cushions your every step, absorbing all sound. Along both sides of a wide, central aisle, dark, polished oak stalls stand in orderly procession, each adorned with gleaming brass fixtures that catch the gentle light. From within one of these stalls, a sleek, dark head emerges over the lower half of the door, ears pricked forward, dark eyes soft and curious, acknowledging your quiet presence with a soft, inquiring nicker. You approach the stall slowly, your hand reaching out instinctively towards the velvet's soft muzzle. The horse, a magnificent creature with a coat like polished ebony, extends its head towards you, its breath warm and gentle against your palm. You feel the incredibly soft, velvety texture of its muzzle as it presses gently into your hand, a reassuring, familiar touch. A soft rumbling sound, a deep, contented sigh, emanates from its throat as you gently stroke its strong, arching neck, feeling the smooth, short hairs beneath your fingertips. A soft rote terminal of a tail, against a stable wall in a distant stall, echoes faintly. You pause, allowing the profound stillness of the stable to settle around you, broken only by the soft, rhythmic chuff of the horse's breath and the occasional, gentle rustle of straw as it shifts its weight. The air is cool and fresh, infused with the quiet dignity of these animals. You lean your forehead gently against the warm, smooth surface of the horse's shoulder, feeling the solid, calming presence of its body. The soft nuzzle of its muzzle, a gentle, ticklish sensation, reminds you of the simple, profound beauty of connection in this tranquil, unhurried morning. You breathe deeply, feeling your own rhythm align with the ancient, steady pulse of the stable, finding a deep and resonant calm. The warm, velvet touch of the horse's muzzle gently recedes from your hand, leaving a lingering warmth on your palm as its breath softly stirs the cool morning air of the stable. The rhythmic chuff of its breathing continues, a comforting, steady sound in the profound stillness. You remain at the stall door, feeling the solid, calm presence of the magnificent creature, its polished ebony coat shimmering faintly in the soft, dappled light that filters through the high windows. The sweet scent of fresh hay and warm leather still pervades the air, a constant, grounding fragrance. With an unhurried grace, you reach towards a polished oak grooming kit box, resting on a low, sturdy bench just outside the stall. Your fingers trace the smooth, cool surface of the wood, feeling its weight and solid craftsmanship, with a soft, almost imperceptible clink of brass against wood. You lift a gleaming body brush, its natural bristles firm yet incredibly soft to the touch. The brush feels perfectly balanced in your hand, a familiar tool for a quiet ritual. The horse shifts slightly, the soft thump of its hoof on the straw, awaiting your touch with a gentle patience that deepens the peaceful atmosphere. You step closer, the fresh straw cushioning your every movement. Bringing the brush to the horse's powerful shoulder, you begin the first long, sweeping stroke. The bristles glide smoothly over its warm, taut muscle, producing a soft, rhythmic shawa, a gentle whisper against the ebony coat. You feel the subtle texture of the horse's hair beneath the bristles, a sensation of living warmth and incredible softness that transmits through your hand and up your arm, settling into your core. A fine, almost invisible cloud of dust motes, caught by the morning light, dances briefly in the air with each stroke, then settles back into the profound stillness. You continue the rhythmic brushing, a slow, continuous motion down its back, then along its flank, each stroke deliberate and unhurried. The horse responds with a soft sigh, a deep, contented breath that ruffles its nostrils, its large, dark eye half closing in quiet enjoyment. The repetitive motion, the soft, whispering sound of the bristles, and the warm, living presence of the animal create a deeply hypnotic rhythm that stills your mind. The rich, earthy scent of its coat, now subtly warmed by your efforts, mingles with the clean smell of the leather bridle hanging nearby, creating a pervasive, grounding aroma. You notice the increasing sheen on its coat, each stroke revealing a deeper, more lustrous gleam. The brush moves with a meditative quality, a quiet dance of care and connection. The horse leans gently into your touch, its powerful body a testament to calm strength. You feel the subtle, soft vibrations of its steady breathing, a living pulse beneath your hand. The stable remains enveloped in this profound, unhurried peace, the rhythmic show of the brush, a continuous, soothing lullaby. Your own breathing has slowed, matching the tranquil tempo of the moment, feeling deeply settled and completely at ease within this quiet, ancient ritual. The rhythmic, whispering strokes of the brush against the horse's coat and the stable's warm, earthy aroma gently recede as the morning ritual concludes. With a final, soft pat, you leave the tranquil comfort of the stalls behind, stepping back into the cool, fresh air of the early morning. The golden light that filtered into the stable now bathes the entire landscape in a soft, ethereal glow, hinting at a new, peaceful vista. You follow a winding, gravel path, different from the one that led to the stables, its gentle curve drawing you towards a low, weathered wooden structure nestled at the edge of a serene body of water. The air grows cooler, laden with a distinct, damp fragrance of fresh water, wet earth, and the subtle, resinous scent of aged timber. As you draw closer, a soft, profound stillness settles over everything, broken only by the almost imperceptible drip-drip of dew from unseen leaves and the incredibly gentle, rhythmic lap-lap-lap of water against a shore. Before you, a shimmering veil of mist hangs low over a vast, private lake, its surface entirely obscured, creating a breathtaking tableau of muted grays and soft, luminous whites. It feels as though the world is holding its breath. You approach the entrance of the boathouse, its weathered timber walls blending seamlessly with the surrounding landscape. The large, heavy wooden door, left ajar, swings inward with a soft, almost soundless groan on its ancient hinges. Stepping inside, the air is immediately cooler and infused with the rich, deep scent of old wood, the faint tang of lake water, and the subtle, reassuring aroma of tarred rope. The interior is dim, softened by the filtered light, revealing the dark, polished hulls of several elegant rowboats, suspended from the rafters, their smooth surfaces reflecting the faint light in distorted, quiet gleams. Your footsteps are hushed on the worn wooden floorboards, a quiet, almost reverent sound. You move to the wide, open archway at the back of the boathouse, which directly overlooks the lake. You settle onto a sturdy, smoothly polished wooden bench, its surface cool and reassuring beneath your hand. Before you, the thick, pearlescent mist still completely shrouds the water, a boundless, silent expanse. The only discernible sound is the incredibly soft, consistent lap-lap of unseen waves against the pilings beneath you, a gentle, hypnotic rhythm that eases your mind. You watch as the rising sun, still hidden by the horizon, begins its slow, patient work, causing the edges of the mist to shimmer with a delicate, opalescent light, hinting at the vibrant world beneath. Imperceptibly at first, then with increasing clarity, the dense veil of mist begins its slow, graceful retreat. It thins, like delicate gauze being drawn back by unseen hands, revealing the still, glassy surface of the lake in fragmented, shimmering patches of deep emerald and slate gray. The distant shoreline, initially a mere suggestion, slowly clarifies, revealing the dark silhouettes of ancient pines against the brightening sky. A lone, distant bird call, soft and clear, echoes across the water as the mist continues to lift, peeling back layers of the morning. Each gentle, deliberate shift of the mist reveals more of the quiet, expansive beauty, pulling you deeper into its serene unfolding, until the entire, tranquil panorama of the lake is laid bare, glistening under the morning light. Everything here feels settled and deeply at peace. The tranquil lake, now fully unveiled and glistening under morning light, holds your gaze for a few quiet moments. The cool, damp boathouse air, carrying aged timber and fresh water scents, gently shifts your focus inward. The soft lap-lap of water against the pilings beneath continues its lulling rhythm. You slowly rise from the wooden bench, your movements unhurried, turning from the vibrant lake to the hushed interior. Your eyes drift over the silent, dark hulls of the vintage wooden rowboats suspended from high rafters, each a testament to classic craftsmanship. Their rich mahogany gleams softly in the filtered morning light, hinting at past journeys across the still water. You approach a sturdy, low-oak workbench, its surface worn smooth by years of use. Here, a small, leather-bound box waits. With a delicate click, you unlatch its brass clasp, revealing soft, lint-free polishing cloths and a heavy tin of faintly scented brass polish. Its clean, metallic aroma drifts lightly into the air, a subtle invitation to quiet work. Selecting a soft, well-worn cloth, comforting between your fingertips, you move towards a suspended rowboat. Your hands gently steady its smooth, dark wooden gunwale. You reach for one of the small, elegantly crafted brass oarlocks, its surface dulled by a fine film of oxidation, muting its natural, warm gleam. Dipping a corner of the cloth into the creamy polish, you begin to rub it gently over the brass fitting. The friction creates an incredibly soft sound, a consistent, soothing whisper that accompanies each steady, circular motion of your hand. You feel the cool, solid weight of the brass in your palm as your polishing hand begins its patient work of transformation. Slowly, the dullness retreats, revealing the warm, golden gleam of polished metal. You watch as a brighter circle of light appears, then expands, reflecting the filtered morning. Your hands continue with unhurried precision, feeling the smooth, cool surface grow warmer under your steady efforts, bringing the brass back to its lustrous, quiet life. The quiet rhythm of polishing continues, a focused, meditative task that fills the boathouse air with purpose. Each gentle stroke deepens the golden glow, a satisfying act of care and restoration in the peaceful morning. Everything here is simple, steady, and perfectly at peace, a gentle assurance that the beautiful boat is slowly returning to its quiet glory, ready for another serene journey across the placid lake. The gentle shush of the polishing cloth and the faint metallic scent of brass polish fade into memory as you complete your quiet work in the boathouse. The serene lake now glistens fully in the clear morning light. You carefully return the polishing tin to its leather box, its soft click, a final, settling sound. A subtle shift in the air signals the transition from morning to a cooler, more profound quietude, drawing you towards a different kind of observation. You step from the boathouse onto a winding path of meticulously laid flagstones, leading away from the water's edge and ascending gently through a copse of ancient rustling pines. The air grows crisper, imbued with the deep, clean scent of pine needles and cool, damp earth. The sun, though still bright, now casts longer, softer shadows, hinting at the approach of evening. Your footsteps are soft, muffled by the pine needles and moss that line the path, a hushed approach to a unique sanctuary. As you emerge from the trees, a distinctive structure rises before you, your personal observatory. Its smooth, pale stone walls curve gently upwards, capped by a magnificent, dark bronze dome that seems to blend seamlessly with the deepening twilight sky. The air here is thin, remarkably still, and carries a faint, almost imperceptible metallic tang, a whisper of precision engineering in the vast, cold emptiness of space. A sense of profound solitude and cosmic scale settles over you, a quiet invitation to contemplation. You approach a heavy, insulated door, crafted from dark, lacquered wood. With a soft, controlled push, it slides inward, revealing the vast, circular interior of the observatory. The room is enveloped in a deep, hushed darkness, pierced only by the soft, ruby-red glow of subtle indicator lights on the console of the magnificent telescope that dominates the center of the chamber. The air is cool and dry, conditioned to preserve the delicate instruments, and holds a faint, clean scent of polished metal and subtle electronics. Your footsteps are entirely absorbed by the thick, sound-dampening flooring, creating an absolute silence that amplifies the quiet hum of the machinery. You move towards a comfortable swivel armchair, its dark leather cool and smooth beneath your hand. The subtle click-whir of the dome's mechanism, incredibly soft and distant, signals its slow, graceful opening, revealing a vast, inky expanse of night sky, sparkling with an unimaginable density of stars. You settle into the chair, allowing the profound silence and the breathtaking beauty of the cosmos to wash over you. The cool, quiet air and the silent, shimmering dance of distant celestial bodies create a deeply hypnotic, meditative calm. You simply breathe, feeling yourself suspended in the quiet immensity of the universe, all earthly concerns dissolving into the quiet, starlit dark. The cool, dry air of your personal observatory, carrying that faint metallic tang, surrounds you as the vast, star-dusted opening of the dome frames the infinite night above. The gentle click-whir of the dome's mechanism has settled into a profound silence, leaving only the soft hum of the delicate instruments, a barely perceptible whisper in the cosmic quiet. The breathtaking beauty of the expansive cosmos, shimmering with unimaginable starlight, now stretches before you, an invitation to delve deeper. Your eyes slowly adjust to the profound, inky darkness of the chamber, discerning the subtle, ruby-red indicator lights on the telescope's massive console, their gentle glow a soft, rhythmic pulse in the deep quiet. With a soft of fabric against leather as you slowly rise from the swivel armchair, you move towards the colossal telescope, its burnished metal tube reaching towards the open dome with an impressive, silent grace. Your hand brushes against its cool, smooth surface, feeling the silent power of its precision engineering, a grounding touch in the immense space. You gently lean in, your eye finding the cool, smooth rubber of the eyepiece, feeling its slight, comforting pressure against your brow. A subtle, precise click, almost inaudible, echoes softly as you make a minute adjustment to the focus wheel, feeling the fine, textured grooves under your fingertips. The delicate gears within the telescope respond with an incredibly faint, almost imperceptible whir, a brief, mechanical sigh, as the distant light is brought into perfect, crystal-clear clarity, revealing its hidden depths. Through the powerful lens, a universe unfolds. Distant starlight, filtered across unimaginable light years, coalesces into a shimmering, ethereal cloud of gas and dust, a magnificent, distant galaxy. Its spiral arms slowly, silently turn, painted in incredibly delicate hues of soft, luminous blue and pale, shimmering gold, a breathtaking tapestry against the velvet blackness. You observe the faint, individual points of light within its swirling form, each one a sun, a star system, so incredibly distant, yet so vividly present through the silent, powerful lens. The cold, vast emptiness of space, usually overwhelming, now feels profoundly peaceful, a silent, breathtaking spectacle that stills your mind. You simply gaze, mesmerized by the quiet grandeur, allowing the intricate beauty of the countless stars, each a distant sun, to settle deep within your vision. The profound silence of the observatory, broken only by the almost imperceptible hum of the telescope's tracking system, deepens the meditative quality of the moment. The magnificent galaxy hangs suspended, a silent, swirling masterpiece of cosmic creation, its ancient light reaching across time. Your breath deepens, your thoughts expanding to encompass the tranquil immensity, a profound, quiet, calm, settling deep within your being, inviting you to simply drift with the silent, glittering stars. The profound silence of the observatory and the distant galaxies you observed gently recede from your mind as the deep night gradually gives way to a new morning. After a restful night, the soft, diffused light of the late afternoon now filters through the vast glass panes of your botanical conservatory, creating a familiar, humid warmth. The air within this living sanctuary carries the delicate, sweet perfume of rare orchids and a faint, inviting whisper of something else, a promise of gentle indulgence, drawing you back to this verdant haven. You step onto the smooth, dark riverstone path, your footsteps hushed against the damp earth. The gentle, consistent drip, drip, drip of condensation from unseen leaves echoes softly through the warm, moist air, a peaceful counterpoint to the quiet rustling of large, exotic fronds. In a central, sun-dappled clearing, a low, polished teak table is already prepared for afternoon tea. A pristine, crisp linen cloth of ivory drapes elegantly over its surface, adorned with gleaming silver teapots and delicate, translucent porcelain cups, each piece sparkling softly in the muted light. Your gaze settles upon a magnificent tiered serving tray, crafted from gleaming silver, which sits at the center of the table. It is currently veiled by a fine, silken dome, hinting at the treasures beneath. With a soft, almost imperceptible swish of silk against metal, you carefully lift the cover, revealing an exquisite array of delicate pastries. Each one is a miniature work of art. Tiny eclairs glistening with chocolate glaze, perfectly formed financiers dusted with powdered sugar, and delicate fruit tarts crowned with jewel-toned berries, their vibrant colors a soft contrast against the pale creams and browns. A subtle, sweet aroma of baked sugar, vanilla, and fresh fruit rises, inviting and pure. With a slender, antique silver pastry tong, its cool metal smooth in your fingers, you begin the precise, unhurried task of arranging the delicate pastries. You gently lift a small, golden-brown madeleine, feeling its feather-light weight, and place it thoughtfully on a pristine porcelain plate. The slight touchdowness of the tongue against the porcelain is incredibly soft, a precise, satisfying sound in the tranquil air. You ensure each pastry has its own perfect space, considering the balance of colors and forms, creating a harmonious tableau of sweet delights. The subtle, sweet fragrance of the treats continues to infuse the warm, humid air, deepening the sense of quiet pleasure. You pause then, allowing your eyes to drift over the finished arrangement, a moment of appreciation for the quiet perfection. The conservatory, with its living green walls and delicate floral scents, now feels even more like a tranquil oasis, a place where time slows to a gentle, contemplative rhythm. The soft light continues to filter through the glass, casting gentle, shifting patterns across the table, illuminating the tiny, intricate details of each sweet creation. Everything here is quiet, patient, and deeply calm, a testament to unhurried beauty and gentle indulgence, inviting you to simply be present in the quiet, delicious stillness. The exquisite array of delicate pastries, now perfectly arranged on the tiered silver tray, glistens softly under the diffused light of the conservatory. The humid air, fragrant with orchids and the sweet scent of vanilla and fruit, settles around you as you consider the inviting tableau. A sense of gentle anticipation, unhurried and peaceful, now accompanies the serene beauty of the verdant space. You slowly glide onto the plush, upholstered seat of a high-backed rattan chair, its woven texture cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, as you settle comfortably at the polished teak table. The crisp linen tablecloth brushes lightly against your legs, a soft, fine texture. Before you, the delicate porcelain teacup, its rim adorned with a subtle, hand-painted gold filigree, rests gracefully on its matching saucer. The gleaming silver teapot, warm to the touch, stands ready, promising comforting warmth. With a deliberate, unhurried movement, you reach for the teapot. Its smooth, cool silver handle feels substantial yet elegant in your grasp. As you tilt it gently, a stream of dark amber liquid flows silently from the spout, filling your cup with a soft, steady murmur. The rich, invigorating aroma of fine Earl Grey, with its distinctive, delicate notes of bergamot, immediately rises, enveloping your senses. The steam curls lazily upwards, a subtle, fragrant cloud in the humid conservatory air. You pause, allowing the tea to steep for a moment longer, appreciating the warmth emanating from the exquisite china. Your fingers, light and careful, then find the slender, antique silver teaspoon. With a gentle, almost imperceptible clink against the delicate porcelain, you stir the amber liquid twice, the faint sound, a crisp, precise punctuation in the profound quiet. The scent of bergamot deepens, hinting at subtle complexities. Raising the cup slowly to your lips, you feel the smooth, cool edge of the china against your skin, then the gentle warmth of the tea as it touches your tongue. The flavor is refined, perfectly balanced, with the bright, citrusy essence of bergamot harmonizing with the subtle, earthy notes of black tea. It spreads a quiet warmth through your mouth, then down into your chest, a gentle, soothing balm. You take another slow sip, allowing the warmth and the delicate flavors to linger, dissolving any remaining edges of thought. The subtle floral perfume of the surrounding orchids blends perfectly with the tea's aroma, creating a truly sensory symphony. You set the cup back onto its saucer with a soft, almost inaudible clink, a tiny, final sound of perfect contentment. The conservatory surrounds you with its living beauty, its humid air, a soft, fragrant embrace. The gentle warmth of the Earl Grey infusion spreads throughout your being, settling you even deeper into a state of quiet repose. All is still, calm, and exquisitely peaceful, leaving you suspended in tranquil awareness, ready for complete relaxation. The lingering warmth of the Earl Grey tea and the sweet, humid air of the conservatory gently fade as you complete your quiet afternoon ritual. The sun now dips further, casting long, soft shadows, painting the landscape in muted, elegant hues. A subtle, unfamiliar sound begins to drift on the cooling air, a faint, melodic presence that draws you from the botanical haven. You step onto a pathway of smoothly polished river stones, each step a soft whisper against the damp earth, guiding you towards a different kind of sanctuary. As you follow the winding path, the air grows cooler and incredibly still, carrying a faint, refined scent of polished wood and old velvet. The delicate, sweet aroma of orchids slowly recedes, replaced by an atmosphere of hushed anticipation. Ahead, through a subtle opening in a dense hedge of perfectly trimmed boxwood, a soft, rich glow of light beckons. The distinct, harmonious strains of classical music, gentle and distant, begin to reach you, a captivating whisper of sound that seems to vibrate through the very air. You approach a grand yet understated set of heavy oak doors, their surface gleaming with a deep, lustrous polish that reflects the fading twilight. With a soft, controlled turn of an antique brass handle, the door swings inward with a deliberate, gentle thump, revealing a vast, opulent chamber. The air inside is remarkably still, softly conditioned, and imbued with the subtle, warm scent of old wood, beeswax, and the rich, complex aroma of aged leather. The room is bathed in a warm amber glow from strategically placed, indirect lighting, creating an atmosphere of profound intimacy. From a secluded viewing alcove, separated by heavy velvet drapes that hang almost motionless, the music reaches you in a rich, muffled cascade of sound. It's a private chamber music recital, the notes of a cello, a violin, and a piano blending into a harmonious resonant tapestry. The vibrant clarity of the music is softened by the plush furnishings and thick drapes, transforming each note into a gentle, velvety sound that seems to wash over you, rather than demand attention. You feel the subtle, soft vibrations of the bass notes resonating gently through the thick, deep pile carpet underfoot, a profound physical connection to the sound. You settle into a deep, inviting armchair, its supple leather cool and smooth beneath your hand. The muffled notes of the cello, rich and resonant, lead a slow, mournful melody, accompanied by the delicate, soaring lines of the violin and the gentle, underpinning chords of the piano. Each instrument contributes to a tapestry of sound that is both intricate and deeply soothing, a profound lullaby for the senses. The room itself breathes with the music, its quiet opulence deepening the sense of peaceful contemplation. You close your eyes, allowing the gentle, harmonious waves of sound to simply wash over you, dissolving any lingering thoughts, carrying you deeper into a state of profound, unhurried calm. The soft, muffled notes of the chamber music, a harmonious blend of cello, violin, and piano, gently fade into the opulent stillness of the room. The last, resonant chord hangs in the air for a lingering moment, slowly dissipating into the plush velvet and rich wood. A sense of profound peace settles over you, deepening the quiet contemplation of the early evening. The air remains imbued with the subtle, warm scent of beeswax and aged wood, a comforting presence. You slowly rise from the deep, inviting armchair, feeling the supple leather yield and gently release its comforting hold. Your movements are unhurried, almost reverent, as you step from the intimate viewing alcove into the main chamber. The soft, amber glow of the indirect lighting illuminates the impressive form of a magnificent grand piano, its polished ebony surface reflecting the gentle light like still water. Its keys, A serene landscape of ivory and dark wood rests in perfect silence. The very air around it seems to hold the echoes of the recently played melody. You approach the piano with careful, soft steps, your feet sinking almost imperceptibly into the thick, deep pile carpet. Your hand reaches out, fingers gently brushing against the cool, smooth, polished ebony of the piano's open lid, feeling its solid, substantial weight. A faint, sweet scent of polished wood and fine felt, unique to the instrument, rises delicately to meet you, a subtle reminder of its meticulous care. With deliberate, unhurried grace, you begin to lower the heavy lid. It descends slowly, silently, its movements smooth and controlled, guided by hidden mechanisms. As the lid begins to close, the open strings within, still faintly vibrating with the memory of sound, are gradually enveloped, muffling any potential resonance. The air around the piano grows even stiller, as if holding its breath, absorbing the last vestiges of the melody. Then, with a final, soft thud, the lid settles perfectly into place, sealing the instrument in its silent repose. The sound is hushed, a gentle finality that resonates quietly through the room, then quickly dissipates into the profound calm. The polished, ebony surface of the closed piano now reflects the soft, ambient light with an even deeper, more unbroken sheen, a dark, tranquil pool. The room itself seems to breathe a quiet sigh of contentment, the last notes having vanished completely, leaving behind an exquisite, unbroken peace. You pause for a moment, your hand resting lightly on the cool, smooth surface of the piano lid. The scent of polished wood lingers, a subtle, grounding presence in the quiet air. The soft amber glow of the room deepens, inviting an even more profound sense of stillness. All is perfectly at rest, a gentle assurance that the beauty of the music is now held within the instrument's silent form, awaiting another gentle awakening. You simply breathe, feeling the deep, tranquil stillness settle within you, inviting a complete, unhurried release. The profound stillness of the salon, a lingering echo of the final piano note, holds you for a moment longer. The polished ebony surface of the grand piano, now closed, reflects the soft, ambient light like a placid pool. A distinct, richer aroma, something earthy and warm, begins to subtly draw you from the music room's deep quiet. You follow a hushed corridor, its cool, polished marble floor feeling familiar beneath your unhurried step, towards a different kind of chamber, a place of focused, ancient craft. As you approach, the air grows subtly richer, thick, with the distinctive, intoxicating scent of fine, vegetable-tanned leather and the faint, sweet note of beeswax. You push open a discreet, heavy wooden door, its hinges yielding with a soft, deep groan that quickly dissipates into the hushed atmosphere within. You step into a personal workshop, a space of quiet industry where time seems to slow, dedicated entirely to the art of creation. Soft, natural light filters generously through tall, unadorned windows, illuminating a large, solid oak workbench at the center of the room. The surface of the workbench is worn smooth, darkened by years of diligent work, and scattered with an array of gleaming, specialized hand-tooling instruments. A solitary figure, a master artisan, sits absorbed in their craft, their hands moving with practiced, unhurried grace over a piece of deep, rich brown leather stretched taut on a cork block. Their concentration is absolute, a silent testament to unwavering dedication. You move closer, your soft footsteps absorbed by the thick woven mat that covers the floor, creating no disturbance. Your gaze settles on the intricate, delicate patterns slowly emerging under the artisan's skillful hand. With a small, precisely weighted mallet, crafted from smooth, dark wood, they tap a slender metal tool. The soft, rhythmic tap-tap-tap of the mallet against the tool echoes gently in the quiet room, a steady, hypnotic beat. Each tap drives the tool's finely etched edge into the yielding surface of the leather, creating a subtle, three-dimensional impression, a silent line or curve that slowly contributes to the unfolding design. The clean, earthy scent of the freshly tooled leather rises delicately with each precise impression. You notice the artisan's breath, deep and even, a soft, almost imperceptible rhythm mirroring the gentle cadence of their work. Their fingers, nimble and strong, guide the tools with unerring accuracy, their skin slightly worn from years of contact with rich materials. The intricate pattern on the leather grows steadily, each delicate impression building upon the last, a testament to patience and profound skill. The air around them is infused with the warm, rich perfume of leather and wood, a grounding presence that deepens the peaceful focus. You simply observe, allowing the rhythmic tap-tap-tap and the quiet dedication to settle over you, feeling your own breath align with the unhurried, ancient rhythm of skilled hands bringing beauty into being. All is calm, precise, and profoundly still. The rhythmic, subtle tap-tap-tap of the artisan's mallet and the rich scent of tooled leather gently recede as you thoughtfully turn from the workshop's focused quiet. The late afternoon light, now softer and imbued with a golden warmth, draws you towards an adjoining space. You pass through a wide, arching doorway, leaving the scent of leather behind, and step into your private design studio, where the air hums with a different kind of creative stillness. The studio is bathed in a serene, diffused light, filtered through tall, sheer-draped windows that frame a quiet view of ancient trees. The air here is clean and incredibly still, carrying a delicate, fresh scent of natural fibers. The subtle earthiness of unspun wool, the smooth, clean note of fine silk, and the crisp, faint aroma of dried flax. Your soft shoes make no sound on the expansive, polished oak floorboards, each step a silent glide in the tranquil space. Along one entire wall, a magnificent floor-to-ceiling display of meticulously organized threads catches the light, a breathtaking spectrum of colors and textures, all waiting patiently. You approach this vibrant tapestry of threads, your gaze drifting slowly across the countless spools. Each thread, wound neatly onto a smooth, dark wooden bobbin, represents a tiny, vibrant possibility. Your fingertips reach out, lightly brushing across a hank of incredibly fine, undyed merino wool, feeling its feather-light, cloud-like softness, then glide over the taut, cool sheen of a skein of pure silk, its surface impossibly smooth and cool. A faint, almost imperceptible rustle accompanies your touch as the threads subtly shift, releasing a whisper of their inherent, clean fragrance. Your attention is drawn to a specific section, dedicated to the complex color palette required for a custom tapestry. You carefully select a spool of deep, muted indigo wool, feeling its slight, comforting weight in your palm, its fibers soft and resilient. You then choose a contrasting thread, a luminous, pale silver silk, observing how its subtle sheen catches and reflects the fading afternoon light, creating a delicate interplay of color and texture against the earthy indigo. The slight, almost inaudible click as you lift each spool from its resting place is a satisfying, precise sound. You hold the two chosen threads side by side, allowing your eyes to absorb their quiet harmony. The cool, clean scent of the natural fibers gently envelops you, a grounding presence in the hushed air. The studio is a haven of gentle contemplation, where every detail holds a promise of beauty and quiet artistry. The fading light outside casts longer, softer shadows across the polished floor, deepening the sense of calm. All here is patient, deliberate, and deeply peaceful, holding you in its gentle embrace. You simply breathe, feeling the tranquil stillness settle within your core, ready for the unfolding of a new creative journey. The delicate texture of fine silk and wool threads and the serene, diffused light of your design studio gently recede as you conclude your thoughtful selection. The late afternoon light, which had infused the studio, now gives way to the deeper, softer hues of dusk. A new, invigorating coolness in the air, tinged with a fresh, green fragrance, subtly draws you upwards, towards an open, expansive space. You step from the quietude of the studio, feeling the familiar, cool touch of marble beneath your feet. As you begin a gentle ascent, you follow a discreet spiral staircase, its ancient stone steps worn smooth by time, each unhurried footfall making a soft, barely audible scuff. The air grows steadily fresher, carrying with it the undeniable, distinct aromas of damp earth, crushed herbs, and the subtle, clean tang of evening air at a higher elevation. As you emerge onto your secluded rooftop garden, a profound sense of quiet envelops you. Above, the sky is a vast, darkening canvas, painted in soft lavenders and deep, smoky grays, with the very first faint stars beginning to shimmer into distant view. The garden sprawls gently before you, a meticulously tended oasis of green and subtle bloom, set high above the city. Low, fragrant beds of rosemary, thyme, and mint line the winding paths of smooth, cool paving stones. The distinct, peppery scent of rosemary is particularly noticeable in the cool, still air, mingled with the softer, sweeter notes of blossoming lavender. A faint, almost imperceptible murmur of the city, incredibly distant and muted, rises gently from far below, a soft, hypnotic hum that merely underscores the garden's deep, enveloping peace. Your gaze drifts towards a series of terracotta pots, each carefully positioned, holding a collection of verdant herbs that now feel the quiet thirst of evening. Reaching for a slender, aged copper watering can, its smooth, cool surface feeling comfortably substantial in your hand, you lift it. The water inside sloshes with a soft, gentle swish, a liquid whisper in the quiet dusk. You tip the spout, a thin, clear stream of water flowing with a delicate chain onto the thirsty soil of the nearest thyme plant. Each tiny droplet glistens for a moment on the velvety leaves, then disappears silently into the dark, welcoming earth, releasing an intensified, earthy fragrance. You move slowly, deliberately, between the pots, the copper can heavy and cool in your hand. With unhurried precision you water each fragrant herb, one by one. The gentle of the water is a steady, rhythmic sound, a soft, continuous lullaby to the plants, coaxing out deeper, richer perfumes of basil, sage, and chamomile. The deepening twilight softens all colors, blurring the edges of the green leaves and making the subtle shimmer of the water on their surfaces feel ethereal and dreamlike. The scent of damp earth and fresh herbs becomes a pervasive, calming presence, settling over you like a soft, invisible blanket. You pause, the copper can gently lowered, feeling the cool, damp earth beneath your fingertips, the profound quiet of the garden surrounding you. The last faint light of dusk fades, yielding to the soft, velvety darkness of night, now punctuated by the clearer, brighter twinkle of a few more distant stars. The air is cool, clean, and deeply still, carrying the rich, lingering perfume of the freshly watered herbs. All here is hushed, deliberate, and deeply at peace, a quiet communion between earth, water, and air, settling you completely into the soft, unhurried rhythm of the gathering night. The lingering scent of freshly watered herbs and the cool, still air of your secluded rooftop garden gently recede. The last soft light of dusk has now entirely faded, yielding to the velvety embrace of the night. You turn from the quiet communion with your plants, the copper watering can gently placed aside, and move with unhurried grace towards the wide, unobstructed edge of the rooftop. The city, which previously whispered faintly from below, now lies vast and silent before you, awaiting its nocturnal transformation. The air here is cool and profoundly clear, carrying a clean, crisp scent of distant concrete and the immense, open sky, a subtle shift from the earthy garden. Below you, the sprawling urban landscape is a deepening canvas of shadows and muted grays, but scattered across its expanse, tiny, nascent points of light are just beginning to prick through the gloom. Each flickers into existence with a soft, almost imperceptible pop in your peripheral vision, not a sound, but a visual event that punctuates the gathering darkness. The overall effect is one of immense, profound stillness, a gentle waiting. You settle onto a smooth, cool stone bench positioned perfectly at the edge of the parapet, its solid surface a grounding presence beneath you. Your hands rest, weightless, upon the low, weathered stone railing, feeling its cool, slightly rough texture. Before you, the panorama of the city unfolds like a sleeping giant, slowly awakening. From left to right, then from right to left, and in countless scattered points in between, more lights begin their silent, steady emergence. A distant office tower, previously a dark monolith, suddenly blooms with a grid of pale golden squares. Your gaze softens, allowing the sheer magnitude of the transformation to wash over you. A few solitary car headlights, like tiny glowing insects, begin their slow, rhythmic journey along distant winding avenues, their beams cutting soft, fleeting paths through the deepening night. Then, with quiet purpose, more lights ignite. Street lamps, like strings of delicate pearls, delineate entire blocks, stretching into the hazy distance, creating intricate, luminous patterns that slowly spread and connect. The subtle, vast energy of the city, previously a low hum from the garden, now expresses itself in this silent, shimmering dance of distant, glowing warmth. You simply watch, deeply absorbed by the quiet spectacle. Each new light that flickers into being adds another delicate dot to the ever-expanding tapestry, a constant, unhurried unfolding. The coolness of the night air gently brushes against your face, a soft caress that deepens the sense of peace. The distant, shimmering expanse of lights forms a quiet, glittering ocean below, its gentle, rhythmic pulse profoundly hypnotic. Your breathing slows, matching the soft, unhurried cadence of the city's quiet illumination. All is vast, serene, and exquisitely calm, inviting you to simply drift with the endless, twinkling flow. The vast, twinkling expanse of the city lights and the cool, clear night air of the rooftop slowly recede from your awareness. The soft, rhythmic hum of the distant urban tapestry, a gentle background presence, fades into memory. You turn from the panoramic view, feeling a familiar shift in the air, a movement towards a deeper, more intimate quietude as the late evening truly settles. You follow a hushed corridor, its cool marble floor familiar beneath your feet, towards a sanctuary of contemplation. You arrive at the heavy, dark wooden door of your private study, its surface gleaming with a deep, quiet polish. With a soft, deliberate turn of the solid brass handle, the door swings inward, with a gentle, almost imperceptible creak, revealing a room steeped in profound stillness. The air inside is immediately warmer, richly imbued with the complex, comforting scent of aged paper, fine leather, and a subtle hint of polished mahogany. Soft amber light emanates from a single, elegant desk lamp, casting a focused pool of radiance onto the surface of a magnificent, antique writing desk, leaving the rest of the room in gentle, inviting shadows. You approach the desk, its expansive surface of deeply polished mahogany feeling cool and smooth beneath your fingertips as you lightly brace yourself. Upon it rests a long, slender cylinder of aged, brittle parchment, tied with a delicate, faded crimson ribbon. It is an ancient map, fragile and full of forgotten journeys. Your breath is soft, almost imperceptible, as you consider its weathered presence, a silent invitation to a past world. With the utmost care, your fingers gently untie the delicate ribbon. It slips free with a faint, almost inaudible shush, its soft fabric barely disturbing the quiet air. You then begin the slow, deliberate process of unrolling the tightly scrolled map. The aged parchment resists gently, creating a series of incredibly soft, dry crackle whisper sounds as it slowly yields, gradually revealing its forgotten contours and faded illustrations. Each soft crackle is a distinct, intimate sound, a tactile connection to the map's ancient history, echoing softly in the profound stillness of the study. As the fragile map slowly unfurls, your eyes absorb the delicate hues of its faded inks, pale sepia tones, soft earthy greens, and the faint, shimmering gold of ancient compass roses. You trace the intricate hand-drawn coastlines and the imagined routes of long-lost explorers, feeling the ghost of adventures past. The subtle, dry scent of ancient paper and the faint, almost metallic tang of aged ink rises delicately from the unrolled surface, a profound olfactory whisper from centuries ago. The lamp's soft, focused glow illuminates every delicate crease and subtle imperfection, every hand-drawn detail, making the map feel incredibly alive, a portal to deep history. You pause then, allowing the unrolled map to rest flat on the smooth, cool mahogany. The quiet rustle of the parchment has ceased, leaving behind a profound stillness, a silent promise of ancient journeys. The study remains a sanctuary of quiet contemplation, its warm light and rich scents settling you into a deep, meditative calm. Your breathing slows, becoming gentle and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the unfolding map. All is tranquil, deliberate, and deeply peaceful, inviting you to simply drift with the quiet currents of imagination and history. The ancient map, now fully unrolled, lies flat and still on the polished mahogany surface of your antique writing desk, bathed in the soft, focused glow of the desk lamp. The faint, dry crackle whisper of its unfurling has long since dissipated, leaving behind a profound quietude in your private study. The rich, comforting scent of aged paper and fine leather continues to fill the warm, still air, a grounding presence in the early evening. You lean slightly closer to the desk, your gaze softening as it drifts over the faded, hand-drawn contours of continents and oceans, each line a silent invitation to forgotten journeys. Reaching for a pair of delicate, pristine white cotton gloves, carefully placed beside the lamp, you slip them onto your hands. The soft, smooth fabric feels cool and slightly dry against your skin, providing a gentle, protective layer for the fragile parchment. The faint shush of the cotton, as it settles around your fingers, is almost imperceptible in the deep quiet. Your gloved index finger extends, hovering just above the ancient surface. Then, with deliberate, unhurried precision, you begin to trace a forgotten route. Your finger glides with exquisite lightness over the aged parchment, following a thin, faded line that represents an old trade path, perhaps across distant mountains. You feel the subtle, almost imperceptible texture of the vellum beneath the soft cotton, a slight unevenness that speaks of its age and handcraft, without exerting any pressure. The sensation is one of profound, silent exploration, a tactile connection to history. As your finger slowly traverses the map, you notice the delicate, hand-drawn illustrations that punctuate the route. A tiny, stylized compass rose with its faded cardinal points, a miniature ship sailing an imagined sea, its sails billowing in a silent, forgotten breeze. You pause for a moment at a particularly ornate border, its intricate flourishes now soft and muted with the passage of centuries. The desk lamp's warm, focused light illuminates every delicate detail, every subtle nuance of the faded ink, making the map feel incredibly alive, brimming with silent stories. The clean, dry scent of ancient paper rises gently with your every movement, a delicate whisper from the past. The rhythmic, unhurried movement of your gloved finger continues its silent journey, tracing paths that once guided explorers across vast, unknown lands. The gentle hue of the cotton against the parchment is barely audible, a soft, continuous background sound that deepens the meditative quality of the moment. The study remains a haven of tranquil focus, its warm light and rich scents inviting deeper contemplation. You feel yourself gently absorbed into the quiet narrative of the map, all external thoughts dissolving into the profound stillness. Your breathing slows, becoming deep and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried exploration, completely at peace within this timeless, silent journey across the forgotten world. The delicate oche of cotton against ancient parchment and the rich, dry scent of old maps gently recede from your senses as your contemplative journey through history concludes. The soft, focused glow of the desk lamp now seems a distant memory as the late evening deepens into the profound quiet of night. You slowly remove the soft cotton gloves, placing them gently aside, feeling the familiar, cool touch of the mahogany desk beneath your bare hand. A subtle, distinct warmth, infused with a clean, earthy scent, begins to draw you from the study's tranquil depths, promising profound relaxation. You follow a winding, dimly lit passage, its walls crafted from rough-hewn stone that feels cool and slightly damp to the touch. Each unhurried step on the smooth, cool flagstones is a soft, rhythmic sound, leading you deeper into a secluded, almost subterranean sanctuary. The air grows steadily warmer, thicker with a rich mineral aroma of damp earth, and the unmistakable, subtle tang of natural sulfur, a scent that speaks of ancient, geological warmth. Ahead, through a veil of soft, natural steam, a gentle, welcoming glow beckons. You push open a heavy, carved wooden door, its ancient hinges yielding with a deep, soft groan that quickly dissipates into the hushed atmosphere. You step into a cavernous chamber, bathed in a soft, diffused light emanating from concealed sources, creating an almost ethereal glow on the rough-hewn stone walls. Before you, a shimmering expanse of naturally warmed water, perfectly still in its deeper sections, lies nestled within the stone. A private hot spring, its surface exhaling soft, wispy tendrils of steam that curl and dance lazily upwards, blurring the edges of the room into a tranquil, dreamlike haze. The air here is profoundly warm and humid, clinging gently to your skin, a comforting, all-encompassing embrace that instantly relaxes every muscle. The only sound is the incredibly soft, rhythmic gurgle of the thermal water as it gently seeps from its ancient source, a living, liquid whisper. You approach the smooth, cool edge of the spring, its natural stone polished by centuries of water flow, feeling its subtly uneven texture beneath your bare feet. With a slow, unhurried movement, you descend the shallow, submerged steps into the inviting warmth. The water embraces you instantly, a profound, liquid comfort that gently lifts and eases your entire being. Its temperature is perfectly calibrated, a pervasive, enveloping warmth that melts away any lingering tension, inviting a complete surrender. You lean back against the naturally contoured stone, feeling its smooth, ancient presence against your shoulders, as the subtle, steady currents of the thermal water caress your skin, 1,000 tiny, soothing touches. You close your eyes, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each tranquil breath, perfectly attuned to the soft, rhythmic gurgle of the natural spring. The profound stillness of the chamber, broken only by the water's quiet song, deepens your sense of peace. The soft steam continues to envelop your face, a delicate, moist caress that blurs all vision into a comforting, indistinct wash of light and warmth. You feel utterly weightless, suspended in the mineral-rich embrace, your body completely relaxed, your mind clearing. The ancient warmth of the earth surrounds you, an enduring, gentle presence that invites a deep, unhurried drift into absolute tranquility. The pervasive, profound warmth of the private hot spring and the soft, rhythmic gurgle of the thermal water gently hold you for a moment longer. You feel completely weightless, every muscle eased by the mineral-rich embrace. The soft steam continues to rise around you, blurring the edges of the ancient stone chamber into a comforting haze. A deep sense of peace settles over you, inviting an unhurried transition to further relaxation. With a slow, deliberate movement, you begin to emerge from the water. Each limb rises with a quiet grace, feeling lighter than air. The subtle shift in temperature from the enveloping warmth of the spring to the slightly cooler, humid air of the chamber is barely perceptible, a gentle caress on your skin. Tiny, glistening droplets cling to your body, reflecting the soft, diffused light, then slowly, silently trickle downwards. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth stone steps, their familiar texture a grounding touch. Reaching for an incredibly soft plush towel, its fibers thick and luxuriant, you wrap it gently around you. The pure white terry cloth absorbs the lingering moisture with a delicate, muffled noinchi, feeling incredibly comforting against your eased skin. The towel itself feels substantial, a soft, enveloping cloud of warmth. The subtle mineral scent from the water still clings faintly to the fabric, a grounding aroma that deepens the tranquil atmosphere. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling your chest rise and fall in a perfectly even rhythm. You then move with unhurried purpose towards a low, elegantly sculpted stone bench positioned near the perimeter of the spring, its surface bathed in the same soft, diffused glow. The bench itself radiates a gentle, pervasive heat, having absorbed the warmth of the spring and the ambient humidity. Its smooth, cool-to-the-touch surface promises further comfort. A series of slender, barely visible channels are carved into the stone nearby, where tiny, clear streams of water softly, continuously trickle downwards from an unseen source, creating a delicate, rhythmic sound. With a soft, contented sigh, you slowly recline onto the warm stone bench. It cradles your form, its gentle heat immediately absorbing into your back and limbs, a profound warmth that sinks deep into your bones, releasing any last, lingering vestiges of tension. The constant, soft steam continues to rise, now gently caressing your face and arms as you lie still. The air remains exquisitely warm and humid, creating a soft, all-encompassing embrace. You close your eyes, allowing your mind to simply drift. The gentle, rhythmic trickle of the water from the carved channels becomes the primary sound, a hypnotic lullaby that blends seamlessly with the incredibly distant, muted gurgle of the hot spring itself. The profound stillness of the chamber surrounds you, broken only by these delicate, consistent sounds, inviting a complete surrender to the deep calm. You feel utterly weightless, absorbed by the gentle warmth of the stone and the soft caress of the steam. Your breathing slows, becoming incredibly deep and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried, rhythmic sounds all around you. All is profound, exquisitely gentle, and deeply, undeniably peaceful, inviting a complete, unresisting drift into tranquil slumber. The profound, enveloping warmth of the private hot spring and the delicate, rhythmic trickle of water gently recede from your senses. You slowly rise from the warm stone bench, feeling a deep, liquid peace settle through your entire being. The soft, humid steam that clung to your skin now gives way to a cooler, yet still pleasant, ambient temperature as you softly wrap yourself in the plush, white towel. The subtle, earthy scent of minerals from the spring lingers faintly as you follow a short, hushed passage, its smooth flagstones cool beneath your feet, towards a different kind of sanctuary. You push open a discreet, tall door, crafted from pale, polished ash wood, and step into your private dressing suite, a haven of serene illumination. The air here is clean, still, and carries a delicate, comforting aroma of fine linen and the subtle, sweet promise of evening botanicals. Soft, diffused light emanates from a hidden source, casting a gentle, warm glow upon the expansive, cool marble vanity. The faint, almost imperceptible hum of a distant ventilation system is the only background sound, a low, steady whisper. You approach the cool, smooth surface of the white marble counter, where an array of meticulously arranged glass bottles and ceramic jars sits waiting. Each vessel gleams softly, catching the diffused light, their textures cool and solid under your fingertips as you lightly touch a frosted glass dropper bottle. The precise, quiet clink of porcelain against marble, accompanies the gentle placement of a small, artfully curved dish, ready to receive a cleansing balm. A delicate, fresh scent of rosewater and a hint of cucumber softly perfumes the air around you, pure and calming. With a deliberate, unhurried motion, you select a small silken washcloth, its fine fibers soft and comforting against your skin. You moisten it under a thin, clear stream of perfectly warm water from a gleaming faucet, creating a soft, continuous, nauseous sound that fills the immediate space. Then, you gently squeeze a rich, creamy cleansing balm into your palm. Its texture is incredibly smooth, almost fluid, and as you work it into a delicate lather, a subtle, earthy scent of chamomile and a hint of rich calendula rises, warm and inviting. You apply it to your face with slow, circular motions, feeling its gentle, soothing touch. You then softly rinse your face with the warm, wet cloth, feeling the soft surrender of your skin to the fresh water, the gentle cleansing, and the calming aromatic blend, patting your skin dry with a fresh, plush, incredibly soft towel. You feel its comforting absorbency, the subtle, clean scent of fresh linen, and the delicate fragrance of the balm still linger on your skin. Everything here is quiet, deliberate, and deeply peaceful, a testament to unhurried care. You simply breathe, feeling the serene stillness settle into your core, your skin feeling exquisitely soft and completely refreshed, ready for the profound rest of the night. The exquisite softness of the freshly cleansed skin, and the delicate, calming aromas of rosewater and chamomile gently linger as your evening skincare ritual concludes. The profound peace of the dressing suite, with its soft, diffused light, now deepens as the night settles fully outside. You move with unhurried grace from the cool marble vanity, feeling utterly refreshed, towards the hushed stillness of your wardrobe. The tall, polished wardrobe doors, crafted from fragrant cedar, swing silently open, revealing an array of impeccably organized garments. The air within the wardrobe carries a faint, clean scent of cedarwood and the subtle, fresh aroma of fine, laundered fabrics. A promise of comforting textures. Your gaze drifts across the soft hues and luxurious materials, each piece hanging perfectly, a silent invitation to rest. The only sound is the almost imperceptible course of your silk slippers against the plush carpet as you approach. Your hands reach out, fingers lightly brushing against a row of hangers. You feel the cool, smooth texture of brushed cotton, the subtle weight of fine cashmere, and then the unmistakable, fluid drape of pure silk. Your touch lingers on a particular robe, a deep, rich indigo, its fabric almost weightless, promising a gentle embrace. It is spun from the finest mulberry silk, its surface gleaming with a soft, lustrous sheen that catches the dim ambient light, hinting at its inherent coolness. With a slow, deliberate movement, you lift the chosen robe from its padded hanger. The silk whispers against itself with an incredibly soft, almost ethereal rustle, a sound like delicate leaves stirring in a gentle breeze. A comforting, barely audible sound that seems to encourage a deeper relaxation. You feel its profound coolness and feather-light weight as it cascades through your hands, a liquid drape of exquisite luxury. The clean, subtle scent of pure silk, a faint, sweet aroma, rises gently around you, mingling with the cedarwood. You slide your arms into the wide, flowing sleeves. The silk glides effortlessly over your skin, a smooth, cool caress that instantly brings a sense of serene comfort. The robe settles around you, its fluid weight draping perfectly, an elegant, weightless cocoon. You feel its soft, cool touch against your bare arms, a subtle, constant sensation of pure luxury. The gentle swish of the fabric, as you make a slight adjustment, is incredibly soft, a final, settling sound for the day. You pause then, allowing the profound comfort of the silk to simply envelop you. The dressing suite remains a haven of stillness, its soft light and comforting scents deepening your sense of profound peace. All is perfectly at rest, a gentle assurance that the day's events are now a soft memory, leaving only this exquisite quietude. Your breathing slows, becoming gentle and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the approaching night. You feel a deep, undeniable sense of profound, weightless calm washing over you, dissolving any edges of lingering awareness, gently drawing you further into a state of exquisite, unresisting tranquility. The fluid grace of the indigo silk robe, now a comforting presence against your skin, and the clean scent of cedar wood from the wardrobe gently recede as you conclude your final preparations. The profound quietude of the dressing suite now merges with the deeper stillness of your personal sanctuary. You move with unhurried purpose from the soft carpet of the dressing area, feeling the cool touch of polished marble underfoot as you make a gentle transition into the enveloping calm of your bedroom. The air in the spacious bedroom is cool, still, and subtly infused with the delicate, soothing aroma of lavender and a faint hint of cedar, emanating from a discreet diffuser on a low, dark wood table. Overhead, the main lights are already dimmed to their lowest setting, casting long, soft shadows that stretch across the plush, deep pile rug and climb silently up the walls. The vast, floor-to-ceiling windows now frame the inky blackness of the night sky, reflecting the subdued interior glow like distant, placid water. The quiet hum of the distant city, almost imperceptible, is a mere whisper, easily absorbed by the room's profound silence. You approach the magnificent, oversized bed, its crisp, white linen sheets turned down in an inviting gesture, revealing the soft, cashmere duvet beneath. On either side, matching bedside lamps stand on elegant, low ebony nightstands, each casting a soft, golden pool of light onto the pristine white linens, creating a warm, focused glow. The air around them feels slightly warmer, touched by the low, incandescent light. With a slow, deliberate motion, your hand reaches for the dimmer switch on the first bedside lamp. Its cool, smooth brass a gentle touch under your fingertips. You turn the small, finely grooved knob with unhurried precision, feeling the subtle, satisfying click as it responds. The soft golden light from the lamp begins its slow, gradual fade, imperceptibly dimming, deepening the shadows around it. The gentle reduction in brightness is a visual whisper, a slow descent into deeper calm. The light softens, becoming a warm, ethereal glow, bathing that side of the bed in a more profound, inviting twilight. You then turn your attention to the second lamp, mirroring the action with the same unhurried grace. Your fingers find the cool, smooth brass knob, turning it with deliberate slowness. Another soft, precise click echoes softly in the hushed room, as the light from the second lamp also begins its slow, gentle dimming, becoming a harmonious echo of the first. The room is now entirely enveloped in this soft, ethereal glow, the two pools of dim, golden light casting long, tranquil shadows that stretch and merge across the floor and walls, embracing the space in a profound quietude. You pause, allowing the deep enveloping quiet and the pervasive soft light to settle completely around you. The room feels incredibly still, suspended in a state of profound readiness. The air is cool and clean, carrying the comforting scent of lavender. All here is perfectly at rest, a gentle assurance that the day's journey is now a soft, fading memory. Your breathing slows, becoming gentle and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the deep, peaceful night. You feel a deep, undeniable sense of profound, weightless calm washing over you, dissolving any edges of lingering awareness, gently drawing you further into a state of exquisite, unresisting tranquility. The soft, ethereal glow from the now dimmed bedside lamps bathes the entire room in a profound, tranquil twilight, deepening the quiet shadows. The subtle, clean scent of lavender and a faint hint of cedarwood from the diffuser continue to softly perfume the cool, still air, a comforting, familiar presence. You stand for a moment, enveloped in the quietude, the day's gentle journey now a distant echo, feeling utterly weightless in the luxurious silk robe that still drapes around you. The vast, inky blackness beyond the windows now feels like a seamless extension of the room's deepening calm. With an unhurried grace, you approach the magnificent, oversized bed, its crisp, white linen sheets, perfectly turned down, inviting you into their cool embrace. The thick, cashmere duvet promises profound warmth. You slip the silk robe from your shoulders, feeling its feather-light weight glide effortlessly from your form, creating an incredibly soft, almost imperceptible rustles as it settles onto the nearby padded chair. The last sound of movement in the room dissipates, leaving behind an even deeper, more profound stillness, a gentle invitation to absolute rest. You slowly, carefully lower yourself onto the mattress. It yields with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, cradling your form in its deep, comforting embrace. The cool, smooth surface of the silk sheets, a pristine white, brushes against your skin with an exquisite, subtle caress, a delicate sensation that instantly signals profound comfort. You feel their effortless glide as you shift slightly, finding the perfect alignment, the silk a quiet, cool whisper against your skin. The luxurious coolness of the sheets slowly begins to absorb your warmth, becoming a gentle, enveloping comfort. With a soft, deliberate motion, your hands reach for the cashmere duvet. Its weight is both substantial and incredibly light, a comforting cloud that you slowly draw upwards, allowing it to settle over your entire body. The soft, gentle swish of the cashmere against the silk is barely audible, a faint rhythmic sound that fades almost immediately into the pervasive quiet. The duvet drapes perfectly, its soft, fine fibers a delicate warmth against your skin, cocooning you in a luxurious, profound embrace of comforting textures. You settle even deeper into the yielding mattress, your head finding the perfect, soft depression in the cloud-like pillow. Your breath slows, becoming incredibly deep, even, and almost imperceptible, perfectly attuned to the profound stillness that surrounds you. The soft, ethereal glow from the bedside lamps now feels distant, blurring at the edges of your vision. A muted, gentle presence that encourages your eyes to softly close. The faint scent of lavender, now barely there, is a final, fleeting whisper of calm. You feel your body growing heavier, sinking further into the deep, soft embrace of the bed. Your thoughts, like the last remnants of light, slowly dim and soften, drifting away like wisps of steam. All is quiet, utterly still, and profoundly peaceful. The soft, cool silk and the gentle warmth of the cashmere cocoon you completely, dissolving the boundaries between yourself and the bed, until all that remains is a deep, profound sense of quiet, a complete surrender to the unhurried, inevitable drift into tranquil sleep. Everything waits in the soft, enveloping darkness.